Yo, yo, what's happening? We're back with another episode. We're episode 6 here, looking at tomorrow, Friday, February 2nd, NBA preview. Thanks again to YBB Sports Data. Make sure you're following him. His info will be at the end, so you guys can check him out. He's got great stuff. All right, first game up, we got the Clippers at the Pistons. Clippers again on a road trip here. They are in the middle of a 7-game road trip. They're game 5. They just played the Wizards. They were almost double-digit favorites. They won against the spread. They will be on the road again against the Heat next. Let's look at the Clippers here. They're 31-15 straight up. They're 20-6. They're 26-20 ATS overall this season. They're 12-11 straight up and 12-11 ATS on the road this year. They're strong 10-4 straight up and a decent 8-6 against the road, against the spread on versus the East. All right, we got the Pistons. Pistons stinks. Pistons are 6-41, but they've been strong against the spread recently. They're 22-24 overall against the spread. They're 8-1 in their last 9 games. A little bit strong, but I couldn't imagine that's going to be lasting too long. They're 4-21 straight up and 11-13 against the spread at home. They're 1-17 straight up against the West, going 6-12 against the spread. They just came off back-to-back ATS wins against the Cavs and the Thunder, and they play the Magic next. So we're going to look to take the Clippers here. The Clippers are 11-1 against the spread as favorites on the road versus a team off a road game. We gave this trend last time. We're going to run it back. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pistons here. Pistons are 1-10 against the spread at home versus the West if they are off an ATS win. So like I said, they're off back-to-back ATS wins. It's hard for me to see them win 3 in a row. We're going to look to take the Clippers here. It's under double digits right now, so I would probably move on that before it gets over 10. All right, next up we got the Suns at the Hawks. Suns are 20-20 straight up and 18-28 against the spread overall this season. They're 14-9 straight up and an even 11-11 on the road. They're 11-6 straight up versus the East and going 5-10 against the spread. They haven't been strong all year against the spread. Most of that's due to overpricing. Their team's just not, they lack chemistry, and sometimes books just overprice just off of name value. They're in game 6 of a seven-game road trip. Their previous opponent, they played the Nets. They were minus 3.5. I think they won against the spread because I definitely bet them. So they definitely won against the spread. I got to fix that. But their next opponent, they play the Wizards. We got the Hawks on the other side here. They're 20-27 straight up. They stink against the spread, even worse than the Suns do. They're 12-35 against the spread overall this season. They're 10-13 at home, going 5-18 against the spread. They do not show up at home. 7-7 straight up and 6-8 against the spread versus the West. They when they're a long dog, they stink. They're going 2-9 against the spread. They just came off of a win though versus the Lakers against the spread. They were minus 5.5, and then they play the Warriors. Both teams are going to be on a back-to-back, so they're playing Saturday as well. We're actually going to look to take a total here. Suns are 10-0 over on the road off a road win if the total is more than 229. If you look over here, this is going over by 16.7 points per game, so it's real strong. The last 2 were almost over 20. If you look at the last 3, 38, we're going over by 38 points here, 22.5, 38.5, 9, 20, and 22. Hawks on the other side. Hawks are 17-6 over at home with equal or more rest. They're also 6-17 against the spread. It's just not that strong points per game wise. So it's over 10 points per game in this situation. They have 2 days rest. This is also active, it looks like, on Saturday. Monday and Saturday of next week. So hold on to that if the streak keeps up. All right, last up, we're going to get out of here. Pelicans at the Spurs. The Pelicans are, holy crap, none of that Spurs data is correct. Good Lord. All right, just look at the Pelicans stuff. Pelicans are 27-21 against straight up and 27-20 against the spread. They are 13-11 straight up and 13-10 against the spread on the road. They're 6-5 straight up in the division, also 6-5 against the spread in the division. They're heading home next, then they're back on the road after this. That's pretty relevant. We'll get to that in just a second. Their previous opponent, they opened up as favorites in this situation against the Rockets. Zion went out, that freaking Tubba Lord, and they flipped to dogs. They ended up winning in a straight up spot. It's weird in the NBA, and actually, if you're watching the Lakers right now, the Lakers are whooping the Celtics, and they don't have LeBron or Anthony Davis, and I think Jared Vanderbilt just went out, so they're real thin down low. It's a real strange phenomenon there in the NBA. So the Pelicans are 6-0 over on the road with a total more than 234 this season. These games are going over by almost 14 points per game. The Spurs are a strong 12-1 over by almost 10 points per game. Got 8.3 there. At home when their dogs up to 8. So we got two strong over spots here. We look for points. We're going to root for points on Friday night. All right, we got a bonus trend. This is going to be the Twitter trend of the day tomorrow. We got teams off a 2-game road trip. That's the Pelicans, are 12-0 against the spread by 12.79 points per game versus a divisional opponent if they are heading home next and they're back on the road. Pelicans -7 in this situation if you're looking to back that. So we got an over and Pelicans back. All right, and we got a teaser trend. This was active the last time we were live. It's active again tomorrow. We got new teams active on it. It's 27-0. We're looking to go 28-0. All right, as always, you can catch me on Twitter. Hit me up. My DMs are open. Use this QR code. Find my Discord and Patreon. Thanks as always to YBB, and I'll catch you guys soon.